Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. This is the first time I have ever done this. I am re-recording my intro to this song because the intro I wrote for it just was not the right mood. And if you see like makeup that is just blurred on my face, that should tell you what kind of mood this song is gonna be. I give you a trigger warning to everyone. This song is so full of emotion. It's my first time ever hearing While She Sleeps. I had no idea what to expect, and I'll tell you straight up, you should expect to use some tissues. Go get those tissues and let's get to it. We should definitely note that it contains material that may be harmful to or traumatizing to some audiences. Just trigger warning, y'all. Trigger warning.
And we hope somehow through time, through outward events, through political action, through organization, that things will become normal, sane and healthy. But I'm afraid they will never will.
Wow. The looks on his face feel like this is going to be a pretty sad story. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I have a paper towel nearby. Okay. Paper towel, ready. Y'all, this has a feeling like maybe when Sleeping Beauty wakes up, she's gonna bawl her face off instead. Let's go back just a little bit here. Love all the pictures of the piano. That's very exciting, but it's strange that we saw keys and I didn't hear piano sound just yet. Maybe later. He looks like he's been struck by tragedy.
And we hope somehow through time, through outward events, through political action, through organization, that things will become normal, sane and healthy. But I'm afraid they will never will.
Wow, this has so much movement in the sound, but also like a strange static nature. Both this contrary ideas that are blending together immediately. The slow pitch bend down in several places is chilling, or it's twisting, and then the digital elements somehow make it feel like it might possibly be slightly lighter, or maybe just like life is going to continue moving on. That makes me twist inside. That's really cool how they developed it into that higher part. Wow. I feel like we're just getting a photo book or like a little video book of a person's life, a montage of a relationship that has so many beautiful human elements. Right? If they give you a montage of just the happy stuff, it wouldn't feel as real. It's like AI. it doesn't know how to be good at human stuff because it doesn't quite understand like how tiny imperfections are actually what makes us really, really human, but tons of fingers don't. I'm gonna go back. There was a really cool introduction, I think maybe to the hook of the song in here. Gosh, I mean, there we go. And that I like the harmony in it, first of all, but there is like a feeling of so much distress, just like almost like it feels like the voice is starting to fray in that. Whoa. It's a lot of emotion. Wow. Having that be the very first vocal moment, I think, is a strong and dangerous choice. But with all of the imagery of the videos, it already makes me want to cry, right? Having that kind of distress in the sound works. I think, if I was just hearing it on the radio, I might feel like, whoa, that was a lot to hit me with at the very first moment. It didn't invite me in, but the video here, the way it's invited me in, and the distress I'm feeling also from so much of the pitch bending and the music, it's working. Gosh. The pitch bending is like crying. Oh, I like that image. One, burning pianos. I hate burning pianos. I hate burning pianos. It is one of those things that just rips my gut out. Okay, just got to put that out there. Every single time I see a burning piano in a music video, I'm just like, I think I want to go puke somewhere. Two, it seemed like with some of the puking and the drug and just looks on faces that the devolution of this relationship or the distress of it is super, super concerning. And I can see why there's some trigger warnings already for that. So if that is triggering you and you need to go take care of yourself, I totally respect you. I understand that. I've been through some bad times myself, and I'm really good now. But it takes a lot to get through that, and sometimes you do not need to drag yourself through something that's going to make it worse just because you want to hang out with me and enjoy some awesome music. It's okay to say, cool, I'm good for now. Come back to it later when you're doing super, super well. So take care of yourself, everyone. I'm going to come back here and we're going to talk about this music because the layers in it, they seem pretty awesome. Let's get into them. So we have both clean and harsh layers happening. Really interesting the way that the texture of the harsh layers was coming in. It was almost like waves of some gentle yet pure harsh screams coming in. And with all of the harmonies, I like the way that we have his vocal. I think Laws is what he goes by. It's Lawrence Taylor is our lead vocalist. Laws is what he goes by, Laws. We also have Sean Long and Matt Welsh that are on, and Aaron McKenzie all on backing vocals here. Other band member is Adam Savage, who's playing the drums. Otherwise, everybody's singing backing vocals as well. I'm not sure if Laws is doing the harshes too. Might be. Don't know. But I like the way that we have Laws very center, and the side harmonies, the panning of them is very nice. So all of that spatialization, essentially, of where the voices are set, allows me to distinguish between the different layers better. I like that production. Scared of all I can't feel. What a good line. Gotta say that scream, it's penetrating. The emotion in it, it's a scream, yes, so that makes sense, but something else about it reminds me of Ronnie Radke. Maybe the intensity of that emotion? I'm not sure what just yet. Wow. That's an interesting filter. Aw. It looks like a really sad moment of losing a kid. Super sad. I'm gonna go back a little bit and talk about the vocals a little more. Wow. It's gonna be hard for me, I think, to like analyze the vocals and really stay with them when I see this kind of imagery. It's just so human and so touching. So in that section, we were getting a lot more of this filter essentially on the vocal. It has like a little more digital edge to it. They're purposefully wanting the voice to sound a little more produced. I've been hearing this in some of the more modern, I guess, metalcore is one of the genres which I think that they fall into. But in some more modern, edgy metal music, I've been hearing usage of that produced vocal sound more. It's like it's almost being borrowed from R&B and being brought in a little bit. Very, very interesting. And I think that had to do with miscarriage there. Just like, again, this was partly because I know plenty of people that have had miscarriages within the last few years. So I know that is a really terrible thing to go through. So if you have gone through that, or if it's like a recent thing and you need to not finish watching this, that's okay. And if you do need to finish watching that, then it's okay too. Just, I feel for you. That's really, really awful. I was reading a book recently that it says that people think that around 75% of fertilized eggs actually do not become babies. And that's because bodies just get rid of, like, the most natural thing is not abortions, even though everybody likes to talk about that and it's a very politically hot topic. No, most of those don't become babies because the body just gets rid of that in some way or another. And especially if it's a late abortion or a stillbirth, oh, gosh, I've seen that tear people apart. It's so sad. his face is like, his face is all the emotion I feel too. And the breath, I think he was having that breath out, looking at the piano at the same moment that I was like, oh man, I don't know how to handle this. Also, y'all, if you are thinking about killing yourself, there's help. There's help. I'll make sure that there is a suicide hotline up there for you. There's also really great services that can help you through with counseling, like BetterHelp. No, this is not a BetterHelp ad, even though I've done lots of those on the channel because I personally really think that they're a great service. And I've used them too. But there's help available. So if you're in a dark place, just know we don't want you to be gone. I loved the retardando they put in there, the slowing down of it, and the way that's going with the down, down, down. It's slowing down, and I hadn't realized when I read the lyrics that to the flowers would probably mean flowers on a grave. Gosh, okay. Just gonna cry for the rest of this life. This music has so much emotion in it. The way that it almost feels like it's a bit on drugs at time. Some of the stuff in the background, but when he comes in here with the screaming, it feels like it's so painful that it just wants all the pain to stop, right? The tempo shift was brilliant, right? It feels like when time slows down, I guess just having been there in bad spots myself, I know the way that time can sort of slow down or just not act normally when you're really, really unhappy. And the shift and it almost felt like it zoomed in and drew us into this room that time doesn't exist the way it should in. And it made my heart beat a lot faster, which also distorts time, by the way. Adrenaline and heart beating faster distorts our sense of time. Gosh, I feel like I'm just blubbering. It's so emotional. That. The progressive elements of this work so well. Like ultimately music is about communicating emotion, right? And sometimes progressive can feel like it's very intellectual, that it's like, ooh, look at this cool thing I can do and merge into the next cool thing I can do. And this feels like it's using progressive elements to really take us down into this horrible state that this person is in at this point. And it feels like we're just being circled down a toilet bowl of thoughts the entire time. And each iteration of it draws us further into this deep, deep depression. It's incredible. And I will say, I think this might be one of the most suitable instances to have the piano burning. Like, as much as I hate pianos burning, I feel like this was the right choice. I hope that this symbology of drowning almost being completely gone, it looks like a failed suicide attempt here. I'm hoping that that symbology is something that sticks, right? Sometimes a person is able to hit rock bottom and come back up and be lucky enough to not succeed. I'm really, really hopeful. I love the light here of him seeing it and then saying, no, I am going to dig myself, swim out of this. Gosh. We're gonna go back. I just needed to let it like wind down there to have a little bit of emotional release before going back and talking about some of this is really brilliant composition. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop and go a whole bunch in here, all right? All right, so in the bass line at this point, there's the note it starts on and then it moves up and then comes back down for a bit. The whole feeling of the song has shifted to become not necessarily uplifting, but willing to go up, essentially, which is the entire emotion here. Gosh, this song would be so fascinating to go back and do a huge music theory analysis on. Huge. Right? There's a lift there. A lot of the things in here, all of the music sounds like it's starting to go up and then maybe doesn't quite get up and then it starts to go up again and then comes back down. So everything is shifting in direction. And there's that slow down again. Such a smart tempo shift. That it feels so electronic in the end, like and alone. Oh, I love that it's just this beautiful hug at the end saying, like, I know the lyrics are nothing's gonna change, and it keeps talking about how the change isn't gonna happen, but you can see here, I think that while a person might feel in that horrible, dark place that nothing's going to change, that there's no way out other than death. I think that when the work is done getting out, which is really hard work, as that's being done, change does occur. And things like a hug here, there's the change that occurs here is just melting. And a lot of change is going to occur. Yes, the loved one will always be lost, but change will occur and it can be way, way better. I need to go listen to more of their music now. This was incredible. So emotional. Wow. Wow. I wonder what it would be like to listen to this kind of music for the first time without the visuals. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. And if you are just like, hey, Elizabeth, I don't know if I can be down much longer, I'm going to give you a happy analysis playlist right over here, okay? This will lift the day back up. And I hope that you will continue to fall more in love with music every day.